Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. Right, so we're going to get underway soon here, it looks like, and it's going to be Daniil MEDVEDEV versus Casper RUUD, the number 2 seed versus the number 8 seed. Medvedev definitely the heavy favorite here, no doubt. No doubt Medvedev is the heavy favorite, and rightfully so. Obviously won all his group games, and RUUD just getting through in that tiebreaker against Rublev yesterday. It's going to be a very intriguing matchup, to be fair, because we look at Medvedev and you just think he's going to be unstoppable. But RUUD has come into this tournament and ended up having a very, very good tournament. To even make the semi-finals, I think, is a good, definitely a very, very good position for him to be in, because I don't think a lot of people would have backed him to make the semi-finals. Honestly, the head-to-head isn't in favor for Casper RUUD. It's 2-0 to Daniil MEDVEDEV. Both in the last 2 years. So one was in the round robin in the ATP Cup in Australia, which is obviously the country tournaments, similar to Davis Cup, but different format. 6-3, 7-6 there. And then earlier this year, outdoor on grass in Mallorca, 7-5, 6-1, again to Medvedev. So look, both pretty young. Medvedev's 25, RUUD 22, we know. And I think it's going to be an interesting matchup. I just think if Casper is going to win, he's going to have to serve very well. He served well, I thought, against Rublev in the previous match where he hit his spots. Especially, he's going to have to make a lot of first serves and also hit spots. We know that these courts are super quick, so that does mean that you will have a big advantage, right? You have a big advantage as someone who's able to hit your spots with the much quicker courts. But Medvedev serves huge, and to be fair, his serve is a weapon, no doubt. And returning wise, you'd back Medvedev right over RUUD. So I think the serve return he's going to have to have a little bit of a blinder here, Casper RUUD, honestly. But it's possible. It's possible. And then the forehand. Can he dictate with the forehand? Can he hit as many forehands as possible? And Medvedev will be trying to trap him in the backhand corner, because RUUD's backhand is nowhere near as potent as his forehand. His forehand just has lots of different layers to it. It's so big as well. His backhand is just a rallying shot, to be fair, which is something that I'm sure he will improve on over the years as he's still very young. But definitely, I think, the forehand is a weapon and it can hurt Medvedev on these quick courts. But for Medvedev, who hits the ball so low over the net and also has played relatively aggressively this week, a lot more aggressively than maybe we're used to seeing him. And I think that's because he's adapted his game to the courts. He's realized they're quick, and he's probably realized, I need to strike first before the opponent does. I can't just afford to be on the back foot, right, just grinding away. So that's a very, very, I think, clever option from Medvedev, and that's exactly what he should be doing. Honestly, he shouldn't be doing anything else but going in there. So we shall see. In terms of the head-to-head, well, not the head-to-head, but in terms of the, and we'll get to it now, actually, the lineups so far, or their road to the finals even, we'll get through that because I think that's quite important to get through. So let's have a look now, actually, at that, because I think it's quite important to go through. So as you can see here, Medvedev, her catch, that was a relatively close match, honestly. Medvedev, as you can see, not winning a single match in straight sets, but managed to get the clean sweep done and win all his matches, which is impressive, to say the least. One thing I would say is that I think he has been a little bit up and down, honestly, when it's come to let's just come to the play at times. And I think he's not extremely happy about it being as quick as they are, the courts, that is. I'm sure he'll have that in the back of his mind a little bit, as something to not focus on too much, because honestly, he should be having success on these courts. He's too good not to. And Gil Gross, who you guys will know I've had on a few times, said something, and he said it on his channel a few times. I think it's a very good point in that, honestly, if you look at it, right, yes, conditions do play a part, But normally, if you have a player who is substantially a tier or a tier higher in quality than their opponent, they will 90% of the time they will come out on top. And I think that's clearly something that Medvedev, you could potentially. No, I think you can probably safely say that's the case with Medvedev, right, and Casper Ruud at the moment in this point in their careers. So, let's see how it goes. I would assume that if I was to make a prediction, I would say that Medvedev would win in straight sets. But I also wouldn't be surprised if Casper Ruud takes a set off him. I'm finding it quite hard to see how Casper Ruud wins. I think Medvedev's going to have to. I think he's going to have to make Medvedev feel really uncomfortable, and that means I think playing a diverse game and tactic, which is slicing, especially on the backhand side, but not just slicing for the sake of it. And I don't know whether Casper Ruud has that type of backhand slice to really slice low over the net with a lot of pace and deep in the court. From what I've seen, I don't really see that. Is he going to be able to vary up and transition, come to the net a little bit at times as well to give Medvedev something different to think about? And is he going to be able to return well, which I think is going to be key because Medvedev, we know, likes to get through his service games really quickly. If he's not in a good returning rhythm, it could be, next thing you know, Medvedev's held to love straight away. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on. And we'll see how we progress here. But genuinely, I think this is going to be an intriguing matchup for sure. I'm very much looking forward to it. I think as Medvedev walks out, and the light shows are very interesting, aren't they? I'm kind of interested in the light shows, and I think my TV has gone into some kind of weird cinematic mode. So I have to change that. Thank you. Don't want that. Let me know who you think is going to win. I'll check the poll in a second as well. Thank you as well for tuning in. Do get involved in the comments, and hopefully it looks like we're about to get underway here relatively soon. The players are both on court, so that's a positive. Let's see how we go. This is very much, for me, that's interesting. He's got some strapping. You've got those strips, those muscle strips. Medvedev's got one on his right forearm, which means he's probably got a little bit of a strain there, which is interesting, to be fair. Yeah, that is quite interesting, actually. Thinking how that may potentially affect him with his forehand side, which is very, very unique, to say the least, is Medvedev's forehand. You can see Casper just warming up his ground strokes, doing a few air shots, as you do, I guess. You would suspect that this is going to be a tight match, as the Oriel, the chair umpire, she's done a lot of the matches in the ATP Tour Finals. She's been quite good, actually. I think. I don't think there's really been any problems, unless you guys can tell me otherwise. But from what I've seen, she's been pretty damn good, which is good to see, honestly, because that's what you want, right? You want someone to be very, very solid in their decision making, especially because there's an automatic line judging. They've actually got 3 challenges each. It's not like the US Open where we didn't have any line judges. Here they do have line judges, so we'll see how it goes. Obviously, later on we've got Novak Djokovic versus Alexander Zverev. That's 8 p.m. We may be covering that. If we do, it'll probably be Venu, not myself. But we will definitely be doing the final tomorrow, so do keep an eye out. Right. So, 1.98 meters. He's absolutely huge, Daniil Medvedev. He is a unit. 83 kilograms. But yeah, no, sorry. Well, let's go through this. So yeah, as I said, her catch, Zverev and Sinner obviously managed to rack up those wins. And the Sinner one was a very tight one. Obviously a tiebreaker in that final set. And Medvedev was still through. Sinner wasn't going to be. It was a dead rubber, but it's probably one of the best dead rubbers I've ever seen, honestly. There's a Zverev match again on a tiebreaker. But what Medvedev's done is that in the clutch moments, he's come out on top. And that's similar to Djokovic, right? We say that a lot, but it is. It really is. For Ruud, lost to Djokovic in that first match. He had opportunities in that first set, though. He was a breakup, if I'm not mistaken, and then ended up losing it in the tiebreaker. Then the second set, he fell away a little bit because Djokovic came on strong as he normally does in the second set. Nori was a close one, but managed to get through that as well. And then Rublev was a very good matchup yesterday. Very tight. I thought a very, very good matchup generally. So very good tennis on show for sure, I thought yesterday. As they show, so they're showing the. It's interesting. They're showing the warm up, and Medvedev just hits the ball in a way that you could just never teach. I don't think. I think it's just such a unique way of hitting the tennis ball. It really is. It really is. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just it's unique to say the least, which is cool, I guess. Right, so we are hopefully getting underway here. There's a bit of a delay. As you can tell, we're supposed to start at 1 p.m. UK time. It's now 1:08. That normally happens. They normally take their time, don't they? In these matches, we don't normally have a huge amount of people starting on time, which is a little bit of a shame. I think they need to sort that out. I know it says not before, so that means it's open to interpretation, right? It really is. It's open to interpretation when you can and cannot play, but let's just get on with it. Come on. So, yeah, we're about to get underway. Let me know what you guys think in the chat as well. I'll get out the votes for sure. There's a lot going on, isn't there? There really is. There's a lot going on. I love the commentators, actually. They're very good, to be fair. I think personally anyway. I think they've been pretty damn good. Yeah. Looking forward to this one as well. Just looking forward to seeing how Ruud takes on the occasion. Is he going to embrace it and play some of his best tennis? Will it potentially overrule him the occasion as well? It's a big match. It's one of the biggest matches of his career, right? It's a semi-final of the ATP World Tour Finals. You're playing against the best players in the world. This is an opportunity for him to really come to the party. And yeah, all of you so far saying Medvedev to win, which makes a lot of sense. What do we think as well about the courts? I know someone mentioned to me, one of my previous subscribers mentioned that in the WTA finals, obviously it was very bright, it was very different, and I actually really love the atmosphere then. Someone said that as well. Whereas in Turin, it looks quite similar to the ATP World Tour Finals in London in the O2, as we're about to get underway here, so that's good. Here we go, Casper RUUD to get us underway, I think. I'm hoping anyway. Yep, looks like that way. There we go, Casper RUUD to start us off. Casper RUUD down the tee, very good serve down the tee. Medvedev does manage to get to it, but goes long. So a good start for the Norwegian. 15 love, and that will definitely calm some nerves at least. Managing to get on the board early there with a good serve, and he'll need to do that. He'll need to serve like this throughout pretty much the whole match. If he can, he's got a good chance in this for sure. Again, tries to go down the tee. It's a good serve. Medvedev with a decent return, and RUUD just loose with the forehand. Oh, no, it's okay. The forehand from Medvedev was actually wide. So all good there. RUUD getting away with that a little bit. I don't know if he knew it was out. That's why he just crunched the backhand out court. Anyway, 30 love here. A good start from the Norwegian, for sure. Tries to go down the tee again, so that's clearly a tactic. I guess if you don't have as powerful a serve, someone like a Ruud, going down the tee is a good ploy on the serve on these very quick courts because it gives the opponent less time to return, right? Again, this time goes down the tee again with a second serve, backhand to backhand, then Ruud opens up with the in to out forehand, again to the backhand of Medvedev, and then backhand cross-court rally opening up here, developing good depth from Ruud and Medvedev, then a slice from Ruud, which I talked about having to utilize, and he does, but into the drive backhand rally again. Medvedev tries to change up and go up the line, but just drifts that backhand wide. Interesting. So, yeah, I think the tactic from Ruud is he knows he doesn't have a lot of pace on his serve, but he's thinking if I can hit my spots and I can go down the tee, that gives my returner the least amount of time to return. And it does, because if you think about it in terms of distance, right, out wide, the ball's got more of a distance to travel. As Ruud goes out wide with the serve, though, very good serve to the backhand, then crunches the into out forehand. A very good start from Casper Ruud, a hold to love, and that could not have gone any better, that start. Very impressive stuff from the Norwegian. He gets on the board here, 1-love, and we're, of course, still on serve. And on top of that, it's just really impressive. Like, they're just showing some of the points against Rublev where he managed to just hit his corners and then back it up behind the serve. The 1+ serve, really, really good. And the forehand placement, you can see only 9% of his forehands went down the middle of the court. That is extremely impressive. Really impressive. And just shows how important his forehand is to him and how potent a weapon it is. He very much needs to... Oh, Medvedev is going to challenge that, I think. He thought he'd served an ace out wide. Umpire telling him no, it's out. He thought it was in. Is he challenging it? I don't think he is, actually. He's going to leave it, but it will be a second serve. He looks a bit... so Medvedev, the only way that he's going to potentially implode as well is if he irritates himself, and sometimes he can do that. He can fixate on something and then get carried away. Good second serve, though, from Medvedev. Very good kick on the serve into the backhand of Ruud. Ruud goes along with that backhand. So 15-love. Medvedev will be thinking, I need to get through this service game quickly as well and show Ruud that he's going to have a very tough game on his hands. Good return from Ruud, down the middle but deep. Good slice as well, drifting to the backhand side. And forehand to forehand, Ruud slicing down the line there. And Medvedev on the offense here, definitely pushing Medvedev. Very good from Ruud slicing onto the baseline and then tries to slice defensively as Medvedev goes into out, and it's too much. Very good attacking intent from Daniil Medvedev for sure there. And good to see, to be honest with you. I think he's a much better player when he's playing like that, and he has played like that pretty much throughout the whole tournament. Good serve from Daniil Medvedev down the tee, then takes on the drive volley. That looked out, but it's not. It's clipped the line. He's still on the attack there. Just throwing everything at Ruud there. Ruud gets across to the forehand cross court, has a chance. It opens up the forehand down the line to pass Medvedev, but he misses it, Casper RUUD. So that'll be disappointing. Medvedev goes trying to go out wide and crashes that into the net. So a second serve here for RUUD to have a look at. Needs to step in. Oh, that's a beautiful second serve from Medvedev. And I think he might have gone for his first serve, and he does tend to do that. When he's 40-love up, if he has to serve a second serve, sometimes it will just be a first serve, and he'll hit his spots. And he's hit a lot of second serve aces this year. I can tell you that for sure. Very impressive. Both guys holding to love. So extremely good serving performances so far from both players. Casper RUUD's thinking, okay, so he's put down the gauntlet. I need to continue serving like this. So a second serve, though, he clips the top of the net and drifts out wide, out long, sorry, even. Second serve, good second serve out wide to Medvedev. Medvedev slices into the net. Very impressive. Good serving from RUUD. He can see that Medvedev's far back. So what does he do? And that's exactly what Djokovic utilized against Medvedev in Paris, which is a short serve out wide on the juice side, right? Which then forces Medvedev to be in an uncomfortable position. And Ruud did well on the second serve there. Good serve down the tee. Very good return there from Medvedev into backhand corner and backhand to backhand. Really good backhand from Medvedev, dragging Casper RUUD out off court. But he's back into the rally. Forehand from RUUD. He's really crunching the forehand, but really down the middle. Medvedev actually makes the mistake there, though, going long with his own forehand. Interesting. I wonder what RUUD's tactic is going to be, whether he's going to try and make Medvedev hit a lot of forehands. We know how trusty the backhand is for Medvedev, and the forehand can be a weapon as well. I'm assuming RUUD he won't just have a very simple game plan of go to the forehand, goes to the backhand. It's very simplistic. But I'm just wondering, in terms of looking at it from a holistic view, how will he be approaching this? Obviously, on the serve, I think he's going to occasionally try and hit that short serve out wide because he stands so far back. I think that's a double fault. It is from Casper RUUD. He went for a big kick serve down the tee to the backhand on the juice side. Just out. It did look out. 30-15. So not ideal. Needs to make sure he's not serving many double faults for sure today, because he doesn't want to be in a position where he's putting himself under pressure with those doubles. Good serve though down the tee. Very good from Casper RUUD. Really good. Right in the corner of the box there from the ad side. Medvedev trying to get across with his forehand. Does get something on it, but he doesn't get it over the net at all. Very impressive from Casper RUUD early doors here, serving-wise. He needs to continue that if he's going to create a lot of problems here for the favourite in Daniil Medvedev. RUUD goes down the tee to the Medvedev backhand to backhand here. Medvedev really, really crunching that backhand. Fantastic depth. Good slice from RUUD, but Medvedev makes him pay with the in-to-in forehand, then goes down the line with the forehand. Beautiful point from Daniil Medvedev. The problem with that slice, actually, cross court, it didn't have enough depth on it and it didn't have enough juice on it. It was just a bit too floaty, is the best way to describe that from RUUD, and didn't really get through the court. Sat up for Medvedev, and that then put him on the front foot to crunch through that in-to-in forehand and then put RUUD under a lot of pressure in that rally and end up winning it. So 40-30 here. Doesn't want to go to juice, that's for sure. Let's see, can he close it out here? Oh, no, goes wide with the first serve, Casper RUUD. So second serve here for Medvedev to have a look at. This is a crucial point, you would imagine. Someone in the crowd, I think, saying something. RUUD giving him a little bit of a glare. Oh, good second serve into the backhand. Medvedev backhand to backhand here. Yeah, good from, very good from Casper RUUD. Very good depth in the backhand, actually. I'm impressed he's managed to hold up how he is. It's a slice too short, though. And, yeah, again, slicing down the line. Medvedev's in control, but that's a fantastic forehand from RUUD. Gets him back to a neutral position, but then slices again. This is a very topsy-turvy point. Slices, floated, but good depth. Backhand to backhand rally here, cross-court. Medvedev he's really trying to pummel that backhand of RUUD. He knows he's not super comfortable hitting it. And he's forcing him into those backhand-to-backhand exchanges. And Medvedev, yeah, that's the problem, right? So RUUD is slicing, but probably half or more of those slices are these loopy slices, which he's not really committing to. He's not slicing through the ball enough. It's not low over the net. It's kind of a floated slice with a bit of backspin, and then it just sits up really in the court. And Medvedev then just gets his feet around. It's a fantastic into-out forehand. He needs to cut. If he's going to hit that slice, he has to commit to it. You have to commit to it. He maybe just doesn't have that slice in the locker as well. That's the other thing. That may be the case. But at the moment, he's struggling a little bit. He's definitely struggling in those backhand-to-backhand exchanges. Really good from RUUD. No, just wide. So juice here. And I'll tell you what, he gets the early break in Medvedev. And it could be a lot of pain for RUUD as this match goes on. It's a double fault. Oh, dear. Double fault trying to go down the tee. He's not missing by much, to be fair. These aren't big doubles, but he'll be disappointed that he's missing them, of course. Especially because those 2 points, right, that would have been the difference, potentially, between him going to juice and winning the game. If he gets broken, he'll look back at those 2 double faults. Casper RUUD goes out wide to the backhand, and Medvedev, decent return down the middle, but it's a beautiful into-out forehand. Medvedev's going to challenge it. He thinks it might have drifted out. So we're going to have a look. In fact, I think the call might have been overruled and it might have been given out. If that's the case, then Ruud is challenged. Let's have a look. It's in. He's clipped the line. Yeah, it was a beautiful forehand. I thought he had made it, and he has. So extremely impressive stuff from the Norwegian. Very, very good. Right, Juice here. Casper RUUD is like, please get me out of this game ASAP, is what he'll be thinking. Yeah, goes down the tee with the serve. Then it's a drop shot from RUUD. Medvedev does get there. Tries to pass him down the line with the backhand. Good volley from Medvedev. Oh, it wasn't actually a particularly good volley. He got away with it, though, because then RUUD again tries to go down the line with the backhand. He crashes that backhand into the net. He won't be happy with that whatsoever. Disappointment on the face of Casper RUUD. You can see it. And I do not blame him because that was a big, big chance. No doubt. Casper RUUD goes down the tee to the forehand of Medvedev. It goes into out. Slice from RUUD, but again, it's too short. Medvedev cashes in, goes big with the backhand on the line. We're in the rally still, though. Forehand to forehand now. That's where RUUD will want Medvedev. Medvedev with fantastic depth, though. He's pushing RUUD all the way back. Oh, he gets the break. Oh, it is too good from Daniil Medvedev. Very, very impressive from the Russian here. Really good. And just, it was too much. It was too hot to handle, to be honest with you. From Daniil Medvedev, and he gets the break here, the early break, and he very much is in control early doors here. He'll be extremely happy with that, that's for sure. Really, really good. Impressive, to be honest with you. Very impressive, for sure. See, Medvedev just looks. He looks funny though. You gotta love Medvedev. You really do. You got to love him. Yeah, just showing the replay, and Medvedev just way too strong there. I mean, he is a absolute beast, to be honest with you. He really is. It's just too much, too hot to handle. Too hot to handle. It's very, very tough, right? If you're looking at it from a technical point of view, and how does RUUD get back into this? How does he get the break back? How does he win this match? Now, how he wins this match is going to be, it's just going to be tough. It's going to be extremely tough. He's going to have to really dig deep here. I'm not quite sure if he can, honestly, but we'll see. He can dig deep. Doesn't necessarily mean he's going to win here. Medvedev is he just looks so strong on these courts. Really good serve out wide from Medvedev, then forehand. Goes down the line with the forehand, and Casper RUUD is scrambling to get that back. He does. He's in the rally, but Medvedev is almost half court there. He's just, he's pummeling Casper RUUD. RUUD doing really well there to get to 3 or 4 of those balls there, making Medvedev continue to play. He's really giving it his all, so well, like fair play to him. But Medvedev puts away an easy volley in the end. Sad to see, honestly. It looks like a bit of a mismatch right now. Medvedev goes down the line to the forehand of Casper RUUD, who crashes that long. So, yeah, I mean, 30 love here. I'm not quite sure. And I'm not quite sure we are going to get a particularly even match here. The more that I watch of this match, the more I think, as I said, this is a little bit of a mismatch even, sorry. Medvedev tries to go big with the second serve, goes along. Yeah, that was a big attempt at that second serve. But yeah, good stuff from Casper RUUD. He just needs to stick in there, man. Needs to stick in there. Good from Medvedev down the tee, then crunches that cross court, very good backhand cross court from Medvedev. It's just so good. And the issue is, right, is that he hits so flat and low over the net. You know, with topspin, sometimes it gives you a chance because it obviously pops up off the court. So if you're so deep in the court, you sometimes have a chance. But Medvedev hits it so flat, you just don't have a chance. It dies on you, really. And that's what it did there. And just makes it so much more hard to get, have a chance. Really good from Medvedev down the line with the forehand as well. Into out. He's looking so fluid here, Medvedev. And it's a drop shot. As soon as I said that, he plays a drop shot right into the net. So, yeah, not the most ideal game for Medvedev here. Potentially, Ruud can just push Medvedev here in this point, get it to juice. He'll definitely feel a bit of confidence about them pushing Medvedev, I'm sure. Goes up wide with a second serve, backhand here from Ruud, cross court. Backhand from Medvedev, cross court. Oh, he's missed it. He has missed it, so we're going to go to juice. We are going to go to juice. So that's a big moment potentially here. A juice game now. Ruud needs to return really well here and just try and make Medvedev as uncomfortable as possible here now. If I'm Casper Ruud, I'm just thinking I need to get the ball as deep as possible at the feet of Daniil Medvedev. Goes out wide with a serve. Medvedev, that's very good depth. Is it from Ruud on the return? No, it's just long. So he is disappointed, and as he should. Yeah, not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. But Daniil Medvedev advantage up here now. Goes out wide with the serve, just drifts long. So second serve here. Ruud needs to cash in now. Needs to step in on the second serve and make it count. He tries to with the backhand cross court. Not great depth on it though. And then slices into the net. A missed opportunity for Ruud. And he looks disgruntled. And I'm not surprised. Medvedev consolidates the break 3-1 here. And Casper Ruud is searching for answers here at the moment and how to get this done, honestly. And I don't blame him because at the moment, it's looking extremely difficult for him. No doubt. Right, 3-1. On Daniil Medvedev, Ruud needs to hold here. I mean, it's a crucial hold. He gets broken here. Again, it's a double break. And the set is pretty much lost. Decent serve out wide on the juice side. Medvedev gets a bit fortunate on the net cord. He gets 2 net cords in a row. The first one, Ruud then goes for the drop shot. Medvedev comes in, hits the net cord again. But Ruud this time passes Medvedev. You can just imagine if Ruud loses that point, he's thinking the net cords are just so annoying. But he's, hasn't harmed his point there, managing to actually, he's probably helped him, to be fair, for sure. Ruud going down the tee. He just missed his first serve. So a second serve here for Medvedev to have a look at. He's going to step in and crunch this. You can just imagine. Actually, no, I say he's going to step in. He doesn't really step in, does he, to be fair? No, waits for it. Good depth, though. Then goes cross court with the forehand. Very good. Again, beautiful from Daniil Medvedev. Then goes backhand cross court. Slice from Casper Ruud. Medvedev goes into him with the forehand. Oh! Ruud tries to go big with the cross-court forehand. The booming forehand just drifts that forehand wide. So 15-all here. Medvedev is getting success in those rallies, especially even against the forehand. That's not a good sign if you're a Casper Ruud fan or if you're Casper Ruud in general right now, because he's really relying on that forehand to fire and fire big for sure. 15-all here. And if I'm Ruud, I'm thinking, come on, need to get some first serves. He does get first serve there, then backhanding down the line. Oh, what a shot from Daniil Medvedev. It was absolutely beautiful. It's a forehand cross-court return from Medvedev. Ruud goes into him with the backhand, and actually is decent. It's a decent backhand, to be fair. It's not got a lot of pace on it, but it's well placed. And Medvedev gets there, and he gets there with so much time, and he crunches this beautiful backhand down the line. And you can just see it curving round Casper Ruud. Beautiful from Medvedev. 15-30, and he's just playing too well, I think, at the moment. It's a backhand cross-court return from Medvedev, then a slice. Drop shot from Ruud. Medvedev comes to the net, and Ruud just has to succumb to the pressure again. 15-40. 2 break points here for Medvedev. This could be a very quick match if Ruud doesn't manage to turn this around very quickly. Last 18 points, 13 for Medvedev, 5 for Casper Ruud. It's a huge, huge difference, right, at the moment in class. And it's very, very evident. All good serve out wide from Casper Ruud. Short return from Medvedev. Casper Ruud crunches the forehand, the drive forehand. Very impressive. Much better from Casper Ruud. A lot more conviction and composure in that point, and that's what he'll need here. Do you know what's so funny? I was thinking about this the other day, well, today actually, that obviously, nothing's happened yet, but if Medvedev and Djokovic were to win their respective semi-finals, there would be yet another hard court final, right? And it's a trend, clearly. The Australian Open final, both of them were in it. US Open final, both of them were in it. Paris Masters final, both of them were in it. Are they going to be also competing for the final here in Turin? Now, if that's the case, it will be extremely, I think, prevalent that those two are the best on hard court, right? By quite a stretch. Ruud gets away with that. He gets away with it. Medvedev makes the mistake on the forehand, dumping that forehand into the net, trying to go cross court. So juice. Now, Ruud needs to hold it here now. Needs a couple of big serves. Needs to play some good 1+ points here as well if he needs to. Got to hit your spots. Don't be brave with the serve. Be brave. Yeah, he is. Goes out wide, hits a spot. Medvedev gets that back. No, he doesn't. It's drifted wide. Says the lines woman, I think it is. And Casper Ruud lets it bounce. Was about to hit it, but after the call, leaves it. Medvedev, I think, is going to challenge it from the looks of it. So let's have a look. Yeah, just wide. So good call. Not by much, to be fair, but very, very good call in the end. Casper Ruud here, advantage up. This is so crucial now. I just needs to hold here. He really does. All goes down the tee to the forehand and Medvedev backhand to backhand here now. Medvedev goes up the line with the backhand, misses it. He misses that backhand up the line. Doesn't miss that too often. And Casper Ruud manages to hold. So that's a crucial hold here. He loses that. And to be honest with you, I mean, he loses that and it's game over, let's be honest. So impressive for sure from Casper Ruud. And he gets the job done eventually in that game. Just having a look at Medvedev's average hit points. They're all exactly the same. It's crazy. Return. Now, I don't know whether that's just because of the graphic and they've just vaguely done it, but I'm not joking. He's literally in a straight line. I think it's an average, I think, to be fair. It must be. But very interesting. Return, shot 4, shot 6, shot 8. He's all behind the baseline every time. But you can see the transition as he gradually moves up the court, right? It's very interesting. It is. It really is. So prize money for 2020, by the way, was just under $6 million. Wow. That is a lot of money. Right, so... Also, I have no idea when the final is tomorrow. They still haven't released the schedule. I don't know why they take so long. Like, it's today. It's going to be tomorrow. Surely they know when the final is going to be. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Right, 3-2 here. Medvedev's going to he's just going to try and pummel Ruud really in this service game and then try and get Ruud to serve as quickly as possible. But serve out wide and then we're into a forehand exchange, but Ruud with a backhand cross court, same with Medvedev who kicks that up. Very good depth. Then tries to go up the line. Ruud tries to change it up and just misses that. Goes long with the backhand. So 15 love here to Daniil Medvedev. And the Russian just looks a slight cut above, to be honest with you. And that is the issue, I think, right now for Casper Ruud. All good. That's a slice from Ruud. It's still a little bit loopy, but it's good. Better direction on it, so I'll let him off. And he does manage to win the point as Medvedev goes into the net with the backhand. I think if he's going to do that, yeah, he needs to pull him off court. So if he is going to loop it like that, then he needs to then create risk and I guess shorten the margins going sideways at least. This time they're really good from Medvedev. Crunches the forehand cross court. Ruud tries to go big down the line with the forehand and goes long. So Daniil Medvedev, 30-15 up here. He's just looking extremely comfortable. Good serve down the tee. Nope, just long. So a second serve here. If I'm Casper Ruud, he's very far back on the return. Comes in quite a bit there. Backhand to backhand now here. Then goes into out with the forehand. Doesn't get round it. If I'm him, I'm not hitting that into out forehand because he hasn't sorted out his feet quick enough there. That's why he's ended up going down the middle with a forehand and it's gone long. So 40-15 here. Medvedev is just, look, he's executing his game plan and it's working at the moment. Casper needs to adapt. Very good from Medvedev. Very good serve out wide. Comes to the net. It's actually a decent return from Ruud because in the end, Medvedev cannot hit a proper volley. He has to hit a half volley, which we all know is not the easiest to hit. It actually loops up. Casper Ruud gets across, but then hits the backhand wide. So 4-2 here. Medvedev still managing to consolidate the break. And Casper Ruud will be serving, you would imagine, to pretty much stay in the set because even though it's only 4-2, because he loses this and it's 5-2, and I think it would be extremely hard for him to then come back from that. Goes down a tee, just missing that serve, crashing it into the net. Casper Ruud going up wide to the forehand on Medvedev. Into out from Casper Ruud, backhand, very good depth from the Russian. Then crunches another backhand down the line. Ruud sticking the rally here, though. It's a slice, but it's very loopy down the middle. Medvedev goes down the line with the backhand. Then forehand down the line. Medvedev is just pummeling him, really. And Ruud's trying to stick in there. He's almost trying to survive. To be honest with you, he really is. Average first serve reaction time. This is so interesting. Medvedev 0.686. Ruud 0.844. Crazy. Winners to unforced errors. At the moment, both have slightly more unforced errors than winners. Well, I say slightly more. That's only for Medvedev, who's got 7 winners and 8 unforced errors. For Ruud, though, 4 winners and 10 unforced errors. Too many. Needs to cut those out. Big serve out wide to the backhand. Then goes down the line with the backhand as well. Very good from Ruud. Puts away the overhead in the end. So much better. 15-all and a well-constructed point from the Norwegian. That's an interesting one, honestly, because I think Casper Ruud, not really sure what more he can do here. Goes down the tee with the forehand, decent return. So drop shot again. It's obviously a tactic from Ruud, but Medvedev does get there. It's a lob from Ruud, smash from Medvedev. Ruud gets there, and he manages to win the point. Very scrappy point as he ends up hitting the forehand. Medvedev is in no man's land and can only scoop it to the bottom of the net. So a very interesting point there. Ruud clearly trying to, he's probably thinking if I can't always get him to move side to side and make him feel uncomfortable, then I need to use depth as well. So the occasional drop shot, even if it doesn't win me the point, needs to then make Medvedev feel uncomfortable with the net because Medvedev is not really that prone to come to the net willingly. He will on occasion, but it's not something that I would say he is extremely comfortable with. That's for sure. So we'll see, I guess. Goes out wide, does Ruud. Oh, Medvedev slaps that long. Not ideal whatsoever. Yeah, so 4-3 here. Medvedev still a break up. He's looking very comfortable. For sure. On Casper RUUD, I'm just thinking I need to be... Can I be more aggressive? Probably, but I'm already making errors. So then how do I manage to tighten up my game? And the answer is not sure, honestly. It's impossible for him to just suddenly improve his slice in the middle of a match. The forehand, I think he has been misfiring at times because his feet aren't sorted out quick enough. I've been a little bit sluggish at times in the points. He needs to go and use the angles more. He's using depth, which is good, but he needs to use the angles more on the court. Drag Medvedev, right? Don't make it easy for him. Don't let him, hitting the ball down the middle is not productive at all because Medvedev, he just sorts his feet out so quickly. He sets himself, and that then gives him the license to then start dictating the point. You want to make sure that he's in a position where he's not dictating the point. He doesn't feel comfortable, and you're able to be on the front foot. And he is very much trying to push back and avoid that happening. Right, so Medvedev going into the net with the first serve. Second serve here. Very good second serve. Good from RUUD, good depth. Yeah, good into out forehand. Much better from RUUD. Good from Medvedev, though. He's just crunching that backhand cross-court slice from RUUD. Good depth again. Good depth on the backhand drive as well. Then, oh, that's huge. Has he made it? Oh, he's gone wide. It was the in-to-in forehand. He set it up, to be fair. He set it up nicely. Just missed it. He looks disappointed, and he should. He should. That was a big chance. 15 love. Medvedev goes into the net with the first serve. Second serve here for Casper RUUD to have a look at. Well, that's gone out, surely. Yeah, it's drifted out. Has Medvedev with the second serve, so it will be 15-30. No, sorry, it'll be 15 all. So they are challenging it, so they're just having a look. Yeah, it is out. It's out by quite a bit as well, to be fair. Here you go. Medvedev goes down the tee. Good serve. Very good serve down the tee. And RUUD can only block that return long. So good serving from Medvedev. All goes big again. That's a huge serve out wide to the backhand side on the ad. Oh, on the ad corner. Very good from Medvedev. RUUD manages to get a racket on again, but just going off court. 4-15 here, 2 game points, and to go 5-3 up. Second serve, RUUD, very loopily hitting that backhand, and backhand straight at Medvedev at the net. Medvedev is just sticking at the net here. He's on the immovable force and has a smash opportunity. RUUD's still in this rally. What a rally. Oh, great point. Great point. Medvedev managed to seal the deal. 5-3. RUUD somehow managing to hang in there, managed to get one of the smashes back as well. And he was in no man's land, really. He was in, the halfway court territory. And in the end, Medvedev puts away a short backhand with the angle for a winner. So 5-3 here to Daniil Medvedev, and Casper RUUD very much in a little bit of a pickle, honestly. Needs to be a lot more solid. I think less errors. 5-3, good serve from Casper RUUD down the tee. Comes forward, does he? Oh, what a forehand. That's a huge forehand from Casper RUUD. Absolutely humongous. Driving that forehand on the up. 15 love. And the Norwegian, that's much better from the Norwegian for sure. 185 kilometers per hour, that winner. That's just so big. That's like 110 miles an hour or something like that. Ridiculous. Right, just missing the first serve, so second serve here for Medvedev to have a look at. Goes out wide to the backhand of Medvedev. Backhand cross court. It's a drop shot from Ruud. Medvedev gets up in court and hits the ball straight into the net. Right, 30 love here. A good game so far from Ruud. Second serve into the forehand of Medvedev. Good return. Very good depth cross court. Backhand to backhand right. Slice from Ruud. And a slice from Medvedev down the line. Forehand from Ruud, crunching it down the line. He's really trying to push Medvedev back, and he does. Medvedev goes wide with the forehand there, trying to direct that forehand down the line. Oh, what a serve from Casper RUUD. Beautiful down the tee on the ad side. And he holds there. It's a very, very good hold for sure. Impressive stuff from Casper RUUD. 5-4. And Medvedev will serve for the set here. So it's make or break now for Casper RUUD in this set. He has to break here. He doesn't break. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. Much better from RUUD. I mean, the thing is, it's difficult, right? Obviously, I think for Medvedev, he's playing okay. He doesn't need to change too much. I mean, he's made a few errors recently in the last couple of games, but yeah, not quite sure. If I'm Casper RUUD, what am I doing? I'm thinking, let's take confidence from that love game I just had. I've had 2 of those, so that shows that when I get into the rallies as well, because it wasn't all just a bunch of aces, that I can go toe to toe with him. So if that's the case, he needs to return very well. If he returns well, it puts him in a neutral position straight away. At least that's what he needs to be doing. He needs to be in at least a neutral position, early doors in the points, and that gives him the best possible chance then of winning the match, honestly, but also getting the break here, which he'll need if he wants to stay in this set. So needs to be very much on it, Casper RUUD here. Medvedev goes down the tee, good serve, good return from RUUD, managing to get that back in play in decent depth as well. Forehand on the middle from Medvedev, same with RUUD. RUUD just, my God. What's he doing? He's like really ripping that forehand, but he's ripped it so much, like it's drifted out long, and it's drifted long. I'm not sure why he's tried to rip it so much. It just doesn't make any sense. And like down the middle as well. It's not like he's ripped that forehand across court and then it jumps off the court, right, and drags Medvedev out. It's just unnecessary. Good serve from Medvedev. Good return, though, from RUUD. Clips the baseline with the return, then tries to slice on the backhand and slices long. So 30 love here to Medvedev. RUUD needs to slice better on the backhand if he's going to slice that shot. Good serve from Medvedev. Good get, though, to be fair, from RUUD. It's a drop shot from Medvedev. Medvedev at the net, very good. Very good anticipation. Dropped him, came to the net, read the backhand on the line, and then puts away an easy volley. 40 love here. And he has 3 set points. And he's looking extremely strong here. Oh, good serve from Medvedev. And Ruud drifts that return into the net. First set done. Right, let's have a look then, eh? Let's look at the set. So, statistics-wise, 1 ace a piece. Double faults, 2 a piece as well. But this is where I think we'll see here the numbers kind of show here. 76% first serve percentage for Medvedev, very impressive. 71% for Casper Ruud. Again, impressive to be fair. Is here. So this shows here on the first serve, when Casper Ruud's making his first serve, he's only lost 1 point behind the first serve. You have to remember there's only 1 break of serve in this match. Medvedev's only lost 3 points behind his first serve, slightly less, but still very impressive. But there is a difference here, right? So 4 out of 6 points won behind the second serve, impressive. The serve clearly dominating in this match. 5 out of 9 though for Casper Ruud, and breakpoint save 3 out of 4. Now that's what a lot of the times when you look, not a lot of the times, but sometimes when you look at tennis matches, the stats don't always reflect how the match has gone. So if you were just to look at the first serve or the serve stats here, you might say, well, maybe a tiebreak, right? But it's just that 1 or 2 points in that service game from Ruud that he lost, the crucial points in a row, a couple of double faults as well, killed him. In that game, I think he served 2 double faults, and that's when he got broken. It makes a big difference. Yeah. So it's interesting, right? So second serve points won, 4 out of 6. He hasn't actually won any second serve points, though. There were 2 double faults from Medvedev. It shows, right, how he's struggling, Casper Ruud, against the. He's only won 3 points. He only won 3 points without them being double faults on Medvedev's serve. 3. Medvedev won 9. Big difference there. Winners, 8 winners for Medvedev, 12 unforced errors. For Casper Ruud, 4 winners and 11 unforced errors. So nearly triple the amount of unforced errors for Casper Ruud. Needs to cut that out. Net points. Oh, I love net points. Net points won 75% compared to 67%. Right, here we go. We're underway here. Casper Ruud going down the tee, and it's a beautiful forehand. Is it? Is it? Is it? No, he's gone long with it. Come on, Ruud. Rude. That is so rude. Lol. Right, 15 all. Oh, what a forehand from Casper Ruud. Woo! That is absolutely huge. That is massive. What a forehand. Boom. That is huge, man. That is huge. Casper Ruud goes down the tee. Beautiful serve. And Daniil Medvedev scrambles there. Scrambles completely. 40-15. Goes that wide, does Ruud, and then it just scampers there, managing to get that back. But it's such a good into-out forehand from Medvedev, and then a smash at the net. I mean, it's just too good. Ruud is just on the back foot too often in these exchanges, and it's showing, right? That's the issue right now. Yeah, he's just way too much on the back foot. It's hurting him, and it's hurting him big time, honestly. It's a shame. A big, big shame. Casper RUUD does get on the board early doors here. So 1-love here. Medvedev goes out wide. Slice from Casper RUUD. Medvedev. Oh, what a defensive lob from Casper RUUD. It clips the baseline. He's on the back foot there big time, but he manages to win the first point here. Love 15, impressive. Very impressive from Casper. Good defensive capabilities from the Norwegian. Make a big difference if you can win those types of points. Just needs to be able to push forward though in some of the points as well. Just try and get yourself into a neutral, positive position in the rallies. Just too defensive. Needs to. I know it's hard because Medvedev's pummeling him at the moment, really, and it's such good depth and direction. I mean, he's so hot, but he's working like a dog. He's side to side here, RUUD, and Medvedev just puts away his easy volley. It's just so composed and controlled from Medvedev. It's it is crazy to watch, genuinely. It really, really is. There it goes down the tee. Good serve. Comes forward. Yeah, puts away the short ball. Very impressive stuff from Daniil Medvedev. 30-15. It goes out wide and just misses that first serve. So second serve here for RUUD to have a look at. Needs to be aggressive here now. Needs to get to 30 all. Oh, wow. There we go. Into the backhand of RUUD. Oh, RUUD just crunches that backhand into the net. And that will be disappointing for him. 40-15. Backhand to backhand exchange. Medvedev goes up the line. Then goes again into in. Goes cross court with the backhand. Then slices down the line. RUUD tries to whip the forehand. And goes wide. So 1 game all. We're disappointed. He started off well in that game. Obviously, he was on the defense, to be fair. Right, so 15 love. And Casper RUUD. He needs to have a very solid game here now. Cannot afford to be pushed around like he has been, honestly. It's been difficult to watch when that's happened. What's going on with the scoreboard? But anyway, it's 1-1 here, and RUUD is 15 love up. RUUD goes second serve, very good second serve, isn't it? Oh, no, I thought he made that. No, and he doesn't review it either. So another double fault. He needs to cut those out. Casper RUUD needs to cut them out. Just having a look, I think, yeah, he did review it, but he was already walking to the other side of the court, so he knew it was out. Oh, good volley in the end, though, from Casper RUUD. Good work on the serve and volley as well. Much better. Much better from Casper Ruud. Oof. Oh, huge. Ruud doing well there. 2-1 and much better. He's keeping, well, he's in touching distance here. It's still on serve. Casper Ruud nudges ahead at 2-1, but it really doesn't look that way. It looks like he's been getting bossed around, to be fair. When saying that, he manages to do well here. And that's interesting. Speed on average topspin forehand. Previous rounds from Ruud, 80 miles per hour, 55 rows per second, rotations per second. Today, 77 miles per hour, 48 rotations per second. I'm not sure whether that's just because, part of that will be because Medvedev is pushing him back and making him play more defensively. But secondly, as well, it'll be tough. It's just tough. Simple as that. Right, backhand spin 75%. Oh man, I missed that. Yeah. 1-2. I can see this potentially going to a tiebreaker, but I think Ruud is going to have to play out of his skin, to be honest with you, to get to a tiebreaker. He could break here now and prove me wrong. I just feel like he hasn't looked as comfortable as he has in the previous matches, and Medvedev can do that. He can get you off your rhythm. He just plays very differently to most others. And he starts off with an ace, a beautiful ace from Medvedev out wide, clipping the line with that serve. No one's getting to that. 15 love, very impressive from Medvedev. This time goes down the tee, and it's another. Oh, he does this a lot. He does this a lot, doesn't he? Once he hits one ace, it's almost like he's on red hot form. He'll pick up the balls quickly, serve quickly. There you go, another ace. Yep, thank you very much. Back to back aces, and it's like, oh, fair enough. Or Medvedev goes down the line with a forehand. It's a slice from Ruud long, though. Needs to do better there, Casper Ruud. Cannot be missing that. It's quite poor. So second serve here, though, for him to have a look at. 40 love, though, Medvedev. So Medvedev very much in control of this service game. Goes to the first serve down the tee, you can see. And then hits the forehand, though. The in-twin forehand long. So there's a chance here for Casper Ruud. Guys, well, thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to like the video if you don't mind. It does help us out a great deal. And also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Really does help us out. I do appreciate it. You're all legends for doing so. Good serving from Medvedev as Ruud goes long with the block return on the backhand. So it's 2 games all here. Very quick game from Medvedev, holding to 15. And now Ruud's going to have to do it all over again on his serve. I'm just interested to see how Casper Ruud, how long can he hang in here? Can he turn it around and push forward? We'll see, right? But it's just very intriguing for sure. Ruud going down the tee, crunches that serve into the net. So there'll be a second serve here for the Russian to have a look at. Goes down the tee to the backhand, into in backhand return from Medvedev, then backhand to the into out forehand of Ruud. Ruud then goes backhand himself, cross court. Medvedev, very good angle found on the backhand, cross court. Good slice from Ruud, clipping the baseline. We're into rally, into a forehand to forehand rally now. Ruud just not quite getting around that forehand, backhand to backhand again, not being able to gain control in this rally yet. Ruud, Medvedev manages to keep it neutral or positive in his favor, and Ruud desperately tries to, slap a forehand there, cross court, and go big. Points 1 over 9 shots, Medvedev 13, Casper RUUD 2. So clearly a big difference in shot tolerance between the two players. Ruud, I think, is being too passive in the between shots. I would say 2 to 7 at the moment. He needs to be more aggressive because at the moment he's not losing. He's not winning the longer points. So that means he needs to win the shorter points. That means he has to be more proactive in them. And I feel like in terms of direction, it's not been great. He's hit a lot down the middle, Casper RUUD. Not enough angles found, not enough risks taken. Something's going on in the stadium. I don't know, someone's moving around or flashing a light or shouting or something. What's going on? Okay. Right, 15. Love 15 even, sorry. Um, 07 Engoy Dangchan 81 says, hi mate. Hi, how you doing? How you doing? Love 30 here. Medvedev very much in control. Right, 15-30. I'm great. Seems like Medi's not having any trouble. It's true. He's not. He's really not. For sure. Or goes out wide. I think that's a. Oh, doesn't make that first serve though. Doesn't make that first serve. So 15-40. Seven England John 81. What's your prediction for the win? I'm going for Djokovic. Djokovic is a safe bet, isn't it? I guess, but I would say I don't know. I think Djokovic. Yeah, I mean, I went really left field and I said her catch. Good depth from Medvedev, cross court into in from Medvedev, then goes down the line with the forehand, goes long. But yeah, I think you can go for whatever you want. Honestly, I think Medvedev is a good shout as well. Zverev could do it later. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm going to predict Medvedev, but we'll see. From here, anyway. Good serve down the tee from Ruud, but apparently a let, so they will replay that point. So 30-40. Or down the line from Medvedev. Crunches that forehand. And that's gone long, though, so deuce. Oh, good serve out wide from Casper RUUD. Good drop shot. Medvedev gets there. It's a smash from RUUD. Really impressive. Really impressive from RUUD. Much better. Managing to save 3 break points there. Or 2, sorry, even. Medvedev maybe can sneak it. I don't think Zverev has enough to win it this year. Yeah, I think Zverev needs to play very well to win for sure. Yeah, I agree. Oh, good. Oh, it's a fantastic backhand cross court from Medvedev. Gets fortunate, though, with the net cord. Puts his hand up to apologize. Yeah. Good serve down the tee from RUUD, then a smash. Oh, beautiful smash. Advantage to Casper RUUD. Advantage RUUD here. Or just missing the first serve out wide. So it'll be a second serve here. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Read us, help us out. Thank you very much. Wide to the backhand and Medvedev. Backhand to backhand here. Goes down the line. Does Medvedev. And you can see RUUD slicing there into the corner. Medvedev the in-to-in forehand. Then goes down the middle again. Oh, RUUD just missing that one. Just missing that one. Right, juice. Goes out wide. Casper very good. Deep from Medvedev. Here we go. Backhand up the line from RUUD. Then a drop shot. It's a good one, but Medvedev does get there. It's a volley from RUUD, and Medvedev reads it, and he opens up another breakpoint opportunity here. Crazy. Or good serve down the tee from RUUD. Well, it would have been if he managed to make it. Goes long, so second serve here now. Medvedev goes into out, then crunches it cross court. RUUD even going cross court with a forehand, then goes, tries to go in twin RUUD, but his weight's going backwards as he's hitting the ball. and making contact with that forehand, goes into the net. Game duration just under 10 minutes, and Medvedev gets the break. And we are very much now, I think, on our way to a Medvedev straight set victory here. Disappointing. 88% of you saying Medvedev to win, and it looks like it's definitely going to go that way as things stand. Shout out to Ruud too. I thought he has the least chance to win, but he did great, says 07. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, it's very, very hard to disagree with that for sure. .07 says, seems like it's a wrap for Medvedev. Look forward to the Djokovic-Zverev match. I think Djokovic will win in a tight match. Yeah, I think you probably are right. I think that's probably the way it will go, honestly. As Medvedev goes cross-court with a backhand, Ruud going wide with his own backhand. This is going to be potentially painful from a... This could be painful from a Ruud fan point of view, honestly. It very much could be. Yeah, much better from Ruud coming forward, up in the court, putting away the short ball from Medvedev. 15 all here. Right, backhand to backhand, and then slice from Ruud short. Medvedev goes very deep with the backhand cross court, and Ruud crunches his own backhand, but can only find the net with it. So 40-15 here. Medvedev is just cruising at this point, to be honest with you. It's difficult. It really is. It really is. Quite sure what he's going to be able to do here, honestly. All right, 4-2 here. Medvedev well on his way. He's a breakup and only 2 games away from sealing the deal and making yet another final. Obviously, he's the reigning champion here as well, the ATP Finals. So he makes the final here. It'll be back-to-back finals at this event. So Ruud is something that he's clearly... It's a game plan against Medvedev to play that drop shot. it hasn't really paid off at all. If I'm being honest with you, it's been rather poor, if I'm being perfectly honest. Not as effective as he would have liked it to be, I'm sure. Definitely hasn't executed it as well as I can imagine he would have thought he would. But in saying that, if it's not working, then you need to adapt. And I think he just hasn't quite adapted in the right way. So good serve though down the tee on the ad side, and that'll be 15 all as Medvedev can only put that return wide. Guys, well, thank you very much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Really does help us out a great deal. Thank you very much. You're all legends for doing so. 15 all here, and Ruud going out wide to the Medvedev forehand, and a slice down the middle. Medvedev stepping in, goes into out with the backhand, and then forehand to forehand exchange. Medvedev goes up the line with the forehand, and a slice from Ruud, backhand from Medvedev cross court, then a forehand to forehand here exchange as Ruud then crunches that into the net. Very, very interesting. 15-30. Goes out wide, does Casper Ruud, and then it's a fantastic volley. I'm not sure why he hasn't utilized that a bit more as a change-up, to be fair. 30 all. I mean, the composure he just showed there on the serve volley is actually quite impressive. Makes me think that he could have done it more in this match. But it's probably a little bit, well, too little too late, I think is the right phrase for that. So 30 all here. Casper Ruud goes out wide to the forehand. What a return from the Russian. It's an absolutely phenomenal return. He reads the serve out wide, moves early, anticipates and crunches a forehand into the open court. It's a beautiful return from Daniil Medvedev. It really is. Crunches it down the line. Beautiful timing found as well on his racket. And the Russian has yet another breakpoint opportunity here, and this time to go a double break up. And good, decent serve from Ruud. Medvedev fends it off with a forehand block, but it goes long. So a breakpoint saved for Casper Ruud as Medvedev wipes his sweat from his face with his shirt. Juice here goes down the tee, does Ruud. It's a block return from Medvedev, then a crunching forehand. He's missed it. Oh, he's missed it. How's he missed that? Well, he would have probably made that in his sleep 99 times out of 100, you'd imagine, because it was just tailor-made for someone like Casper Ruud to crunch that forehand through the court. Advantage again to Medvedev, so a breakpoint opportunity yet again. It's a good serve and it's a good return. I think he's clipped the baseline, Medvedev, this time, and he has good depth on the forehand as well. Medvedev is going, he really wants this break, he wants to get it done now. Slice from Ruud. Medvedev goes cross-court with a backhand to backhand here. Medvedev goes up the line and then crunches a forehand. What a forehand. It's clipped the baseline, I think. That's it. Or has he called it out? Does he lose the point if it's in? I think he would, right? That's in. That's in by a mile. What is he doing? He's right on the line. So does he win that point? Oh my god. I actually think he challenged it because when he managed to actually deflect that, when he managed to reflect that shot, it ended up going in. I don't think he felt as if his return shot on the backhand was drifting out or long. So he challenged it because he was like, there's no chance my shot's going in. And it's backfired completely because his shot actually was going in. And it wouldn't have been that easy for Medvedev to hit a winner off that either. It would have been back into the rally. So crazy. Right, so interesting. Very interesting. He just burnt the break there in a crazy way, honestly. I just can't believe he's done that, to be fair. Crazy. Anyway, guys, thank you very much as well for tuning. I do appreciate it. Thank you to those who have liked the video and also to those who already subscribed or who have subscribed. Please do remember to like the video. It does help us out a great deal. It helps with the algorithm a lot and helps the channel to grow. Also, do subscribe to the channel. Again, helps with the growth of the channel, and we are growing. And if you don't mind, do click the notification bell as well to get alerted to all the new videos. Helps us out a great deal. And you know, obviously, we rely on you guys in terms of the likes, liking the videos and subscribing, and it helps us then to grow. And we are trying to grow as much as possible. 5-2 here to Daniil Medvedev, and he's very much in a good spot here, isn't he? He's in a very good spot. 5-2 up, good serve down the middle, comes forward to the short ball. Oh, Casper RUUD reads it so well. Gets across to the into-out forehand approach from Medvedev and just blocks it into the court. It's the open court, and he can because Medvedev is nowhere near it. Very impressive stuff from Casper RUUD. Big serve from Medvedev out wide. Comes forward to the short ball again and drops it as a drop shot. RUUD lobs Medvedev. He's not going to get that. He does. Does he get it? Is it in court? No, it's not. Medvedev love 30, so he's making a little bit of a meal of serving out this match here. RUUD is putting under pressure. He's being a little bit tentative, Medvedev. I think he's not reading the short returns from RUUD early enough, so he's not getting into the right positions, which is why he's a couple of drop shots and, you know, not quite being too convincing composed on those shots. This time they rips that forehand cross court. He's thinking, I need to win this and win it now. As RUUD goes, oh my gosh, what a shot. What a shot. RUUD goes down the line with the backhand. And I'm not joking. This is an incredible forehand from Medvedev. He's backtracking. And it's basically a half volley. And he's whipped that forehand cross court for a winner. And RUUD just can only smile. He can only smile. It's a good serve from Medvedev. Short return again from RUUD. Crunches that into out forehand. Medvedev. And now wins the rally. And RUUD again. A scrappy point. It's a half volley. He tries to clip it over Medvedev's head at the net and goes wide. So 30 all here. Medvedev 5-2 up. Oh, misses that first serve. The second serve here now for RUUD to have a look at. Goes into the backhand of Casper RUUD. Casper RUUD crunches that into the net. So 40-30 here to Medvedev, and he's got match point, and he's got a chance here now to book himself into the final and have one hand on that trophy, and potentially, you know, he will have the chance to win back-to-back ATP Finals titles, which would be extremely impressive to add to his US Open crown. Right, second serve goes out wide, comes to the net. Medvedev, beautiful volley, puts it away. And I'll tell you what, that is a very accomplished performance from Daniil Medvedev. Really impressive from the Russian. And he gives RUUD a little bit of a chat after as well. All very friendly. Medvedev just looks so calm, looks composed. He just looks happy in his play, to be honest with you. I know off the court he'll say some strange stuff, as he always does, and that's why he's such a fantastic personality for the sport and for tennis. But I think he's definitely starting to not just be comfortable and confident in his own game, but he's found the sweet spot in his psyche, I think, mentally as well. He's looking very much the complete player, Medvedev, and he only seems to be improving. RUUD will take a lot from this. Yes, you know, the semi-final didn't go the way he expected. I think he didn't play the best level of tennis that we would have expected, but a very good tournament. I don't think a lot of people would have expected him to make the semi-finals, and he did. So that was extremely impressive from him, and he very much will be happy, I think, overall with how the tournament went. Let's now have a quick look at the stats for the match, and then we'll wrap it up. So 3 aces for Medvedev and 1 for Casper RUUD. Double faults, 2 for Medvedev, 3 for Casper RUUD. First set percentage, as you can see here, high for both, but where the difference came was this. First serve points won, 71% for Medvedev. And look at this, 100% of second serve points won for Medvedev. He didn't lose a single point behind his second serve. That is extremely impressive. The only time that he lost a point, I think, is the 2 double faults, which doesn't technically count, which is why it's not in that column or in that row. But yeah, 100%. Every time he hit second serve in, he won the point. That's incredible. You barely ever see that in tennis. So that is an incredible stat to witness. And then if you look at second serve points won for Casper RUUD, 46%. So not a huge gap there in the percentage of points won on the second serve. And then if we look at winners and unforced errors, Medvedev in the end managing to end up with more winners than unforced errors, flipped it in that second set, 17 winners to 14. And then for Casper RUUD, 14 winners to 21. And then net points, Medvedev came to net a slightly more, I think, in that second set. 64% of net points won, 7 out of 11. And for Casper RUUD, 60%, 3 out of 5. I think he could have utilized that tactic a little bit more. Yes, he's not the tallest player, but he seems to have a little bit of composure at the net for the most point. Yeah, that's all from me. I mean, Medvedev books his place in the final. It's going to be a cracky. He'll face either Zverev, who he beat in a very tight affair earlier in the group stages and winning a deciding tiebreaker, or it will be his now current nemesis in Novak Djokovic, obviously, who beat him in the Australian Open final in straight sets. He then got revenge in the US Open final, winning in straight sets himself. But then in Paris, Djokovic got revenge once again, winning in 3. Can Medvedev get revenge over Djokovic in the final if they face each other, or will he do the double over Zverev in this tournament? We have to wait and see how the second semi goes, but a very impressive performance from Daniil Medvedev, and he very much is in an extremely good position here now, and he is a phenomenal hardcourt player, and he just keeps on cementing his reputation as a phenomenal hardcourt player. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Please remember to like the video if you don't mind. Helps out a great deal. And do subscribe to the channel. Please do also click the notification bell as well to get alerted to all the new videos. We will be doing the final tomorrow, and we should be doing the semi-final later today as well. So do keep an eye out for that. And of course, as always, stay safe and well. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much.